I have planned 3 videos for the new Mac Mini M2 Pro ports. This is the second of them, about the 4 Thunderbolt 4 ports. Recently, I purchased a new Mac Mini with M2 Pro chip. I have several Samsung T1 SSD available. I want to test whether I can build cheap RAID 0 so that I can expand the storage. This is the external SSD I want to use. I have 4 of them. They are identical, 1 TB. So you may ask, why bother? Why not simply use just one part and buy a faster external enclosure, right? Of course, that's possible, but expensive. Someone may also ask, why use this slow SSDs? Why not DIY some faster external SSD drives, then build RAID, right? Yeah, that's feasible as well, but I just want to validate, okay, I have several slow SSD already, whether I can build something to get faster and bigger storage. In fact, about a year ago, I did similar testing on my Mac Studio. This video will have similar steps and similar results. If you want to skip it, just scroll to the end of the video, see the end results. Let's first check what's the built-in Mac Mini's SSD drive speed. Okay. Perfect speed. Then as a baseline, let's see without building any RAID, just use the Samsung T7 1TB drive. What's the speed? Okay, even though the theoretical speed is 1 gigabytes, apparently for my case I can only achieve 800 write and 700 read. Not very good. This is the results so far for built-in SSD. Perfect speed, just one external SSD. Very poor results. Now I plugged in 2 SSD drives, launched the standard disk utility. You can see those 2 external drives, they are not initialized. I'm ready to build my first RAID 0. Go to the standard menu, file, see the very last one, RAID Assistant, click on it. You don't need to buy any additional software. It comes with your standard Mac OS. It supports RAID 0, RAID 1, and JBob. In my case, I want to use RAID 0. Choose these 2 Samsung drives and give it a fancy name. Next. Create. In about 30 seconds, you get your RAID 0 drive. Okay, done. Now we are ready to test the speed. I already selected the newly built 2 terabytes SSD drive. Let me start testing. Okay, the write speed is 1.2 gigabytes and the read is a little bit faster, 1.3. Let me write again. Yeah, there's no huge change. Not too bad, right? So both read and write, they are about 1.3 gigabytes. As you can see, it's enough for almost all scenarios already. But I'm just using 2 external drives. Let's do the same thing, but with 3 drives. Okay, I just plug in another SSD drive. If you go to File, RAID, you can see those 2 previous drives, they are disabled because there's already a RAID built on it. So let me select the grayed out RAID drive. See the button, delete RAID. Okay. Done. Now I'm ready to follow the same steps, but this time it will have 3 drives. Okay, done. Test speed. Okay, write speed, little bit faster, write even faster. The result is very good. If I use 3 drives for write, I can get 1.6, 1.7 gigabytes, and for read, 1.9 gigabytes. Now let's have the last testing, which is what if I use 4 drives to use up the 4 Thunderbolt 4 ports. Okay, the same process, delete the existing RAID, then build a new one with all the 4 drives. Now I have an exciting 4 terabytes external RAID 0 SSD drive. Start testing. Okay, for write, it's even worse than the read drive. For read, yeah, it's faster. Let it run again. Okay, this time write is faster. And read is almost the same. Okay, now it's stabilized. By using 4 drives in RAID 0 mode, for write, I can achieve 2 gigabytes per second. For read, I can get 2.3 gigabytes per second. It's super good result. As you can see, all scenarios, they can be met. I'm super happy with this result. Now let's talk about why I only use RAID 0. Some of you may know RAID 0 is not safe, it's not recommended, and you may lose all of your data miserably. So basically the method described in this video, if you want to do similar thing, take your own risk, you may end up with losing all of your data simply because the RAID mode is RAID 0. Why we cannot use other RAID mode? Let's go back to the RAID assistant. These are the only 3 modes supported. Of course, I want to use RAID 5, RAID 6, or RAID 10, but it's not available. In the end of the video, let me summarize the results. In total, we use 4 external SSD drives, try to achieve better read and write speed. You can see there's no way we can get better speed than the built-in SSD, but our results are much better than if you just use one external SSD. With more and more drives added, we achieve better and better results. In the end, we achieve 2 gigabytes per second write speed and 2.3 gigabytes read speed. And for RAID 5 and other RAID modes, it's not supported by the software RAID, which comes with macOS. Okay, thanks for watching.